Okay, let's see. Yes, it's there. Perfect. Let's go live then. Going live. You're live. Hello everyone. I'm Santiago, and today I'm gonna be testing the GhostBusters Remastered video game on the PC. This game was originally not on PC, it was on the consoles. I think it was PS3 and 360. So now it's on PC on this remastered thing. How are you guys doing? Long time no see. I saw probably some of you on the Blair Witch livestream. Well, this is another game that is free on the Epic Games Store, the GhostBusters Remastered video game. You can find it in the description if you want to play it. Remember, this is a game from 2009, so an 11-year-old game remastered, which is probably an improvement in resolution for the consoles, and on the PC not really a big thing. So we're going to start with 4K, just because this game is 11 years old. So yeah, everything on the maximum at 4K resolution. Let's see how it goes. So let's get straight into the game. But yeah, it's very clear that the game is very old. Let's play on casual. I don't know anything about the game. Going to hide this for now. Give me 1 second, guys. I don't want any copyrights. Well, apparently I cannot skip this. Gotta love video games when they do that. Pretty old. Hello guys, how are you doing? I'm doing well. Glad to know. Same here. All good. Saludame, bro, es mi primera vez viendo tus directos. Bueno, Christopher Alexander Vega Escobedo. Gracias por mirar. ¿Cómo andás? ¿Todo bien? Te mando un saludo. ¿Para cuándo Baldur's Gate 3? Me había olvidado que había salido. El tema es que hay tantos juegos nuevos que me olvido. What's the good... Hello Mark 13, it's been a while. What's the good budget CPU from AMD? No more than 200 USD. Ryzen 5 3600. That's usually at 199. If that's not available, consider a 3500X maybe. But I cannot skip the cutscenes, so I apologize about that. But I cannot do anything about it. Come on, please game, let me skip. No music. Ooh, just on time. I had to mute that because I don't want any copyrights. Gotta love licensed games on live streams. Debes hacer curso de inglés. No soy bueno explicando inglés, soy bueno hablándolo, pero explicándolo soy un desastre. I love in memory Harold Ramis. I don't know who that is, but rest in peace. Okay.
What?
Yeah, it's very clear that this game is super old. Those cutscenes are so low resolution. Those. Yeah, I mean, I'm adjusting the lights. 1 second, guys. Please, lights, stick to the monitor.
Hey, it's the new cadet. Welcome aboard.
Yeah. Estaría en un Jurassic Park mundo abierto. Sí, salado, estaría de más. Sabelo, Pablo. ¿Crees que sea recomendable hacer overclock a GTX 30? Sí, por supuesto. ¿Sabes cómo? Okay, I can finally skip. And the game is locked to 60 frames, I think. Yeah, apparently the game is locked to 60. But I mean, it's fully utilizing the 1650 Super, so... Yeah, it doesn't look that bad to be an 11-year-old game. The textures are fine, some of them. Mostly the main character seems to have gotten an improvement there. But yeah, I feel like I'm in the 90s again. Voy cada 15 segundos. ¿No lo puedes bajar a 10? No entiendo. Cada 15 segundos. Bueno, lo bajo a 10. Te voy a hacer caso. Hang on, guys. Going to change the live chat, the slow mode to 10 seconds. Because someone cannot wait an extra 5 seconds. There you go. I hope you're happy.
Hello, Ghostbusters.
Let's see once effects show up, but yeah, the game seems to be locked to 60. Pretty normal on older games. But yeah, remember this is 4K, and I can see now the... Let me check very quickly the settings again. Oh man, this menu. 4K, max settings. Yeah, no lock to 30 or 60, so I don't get what's going on with that. But anyways, yeah, we got a stutter there. Yeah, when effects show up here, we get those weird stutters. No big deal. But in later parts of the game, it's probably going to be noticeable. Anyways. Hey Louis, ¿qué dice? ¿Todo bien? It feels like they just updated the textures and changed the API to DX11 from the original game. Yeah, basically. I agree with that. It doesn't feel like a big upgrade. I never played the original one, don't get me wrong, but I saw some videos before this live stream. The game doesn't look that much better. I mean, there's a resolution bump. It was probably 720p originally. So, I agree. It feels like more of a texture update with a resolution bump and a 60 frames per second cap. It does drop below 60 though, in some parts, so maybe not 4K, maybe 1800p, but I mean, it's an 11-year-old game. Who cares? At this point. But they told me it's a good game, so I'm giving it a chance to try it out. Maybe I like it, who knows. Can you try RPCS 3 for Yakuza 3? We'll see later. At the moment, if I do RPCS 3, is to do other exclusive games. I'm waiting for The Last of Us on that one. Even with effects on screen, we stayed at 60. Now we drop into the 50s. But I mean, the game feels good to play anyways. I don't feel a huge thing. The thing is that this is not like a first-person shooter. You don't have to be that accurate. It's super easy to aim to a big ghost. Still, maybe 1800p makes more sense in this card. At least in this part of the game. Okay, right click, right click, right click. Oh, I see. I have to drag him to my to my thing here, to the machine. I'm probably using a controller for this. Hang on. Yeah, this is a lot better. Yeah, use a controller for this game. Do not use mouse and keyboard. A controller is a lot better in this case. I'm using an Xbox 360 controller. Oh, I have to move it around. Gotcha. This is so weird. That's how you do it. Just slam it, literally slam it to the ground. Boom. Yeah, it feels so 90s. It's so weird. Okay, we got him. Nice. Do you have any RTX card? Yes, I have an RTX 2060, but I'm using it for the live stream. So yeah. Hello, Johnny. Johnny Joestar, how is it going? Long time no see. I saw you like 10 minutes ago.
Hey, how come this mump?
Okay, I can finally skip cutscenes. I'm using a 360 controller, as you can see. But yeah, I'm not doing 4K. Let me see what's the checkpoint. I may be swapping graphics cards right away. I mean, this is not a demanding game at all. Okay, this fight again. No worries. I don't mind. Let me see if I can unlock the frame rate. Probably not. Let's see. Yeah, lock display to 30 Hz or 60 Hz. There is no unlocking frame rate that I can see here. So let's now drop to 1440p. 1440p should be always over 60, and 1080p, well, 1080p is not going to be an issue. Let's see, this is 1440p now. 1440p resolution. Alright. Is this online? No, this is offline.
We break it into 3 basic steps. Sap them, cap them, and trap them. The first step is blasting a ghost. Sap its energy.
Alright. But it's locked at 60 frames. As you can see, even with effects on screen, at 1440p, we are nowhere near dropping below 60. Oh, I'm dead. Oh yeah, the game looks good, considering it's 11 years old. But I was expecting more. More of an upgrade.
Ooh, we lost Slimer.
Let's grab this again.
Ugh, and I thought Slimer was disgusting.
So yeah, probably 1440p or 1800p is the best option for this one, on this card. Soy de Uruguay, Adalberto, Matus, soy de Uruguay. Pero anduviste cerca, por lo menos no le erraste de continente. Game looks amazing. Yeah, the game looks great, considering, again, it's 11 years old. I was expecting really less on the visual side. But yeah, I like this thing of slamming the ghosts to the wall and the and the roofs. It feels like one of the movies so far, one of the original movies. Boom, to the wall. Yeah, do not use a mouse and keyboard for this. Password preference. This with a controller feels a lot better.
Check on you, right? Now we can move to stage 3. Trap them. You're going to need some place to put them. See the beacon signal coming from the closed trap? That helps you find it when things...
Okay, a trap. Again.
Trappable ghost moves into proximity, the trap will open automatically and project the trap cone.
Yeah, I mean, again, considering it's from 2009,
Try it now.
doesn't look bad.
Whatever you do, keep him in that trap cone.
Okay, keep him in the trap cone. Got him.
Very nice, cadet. You've got some real promise. Oh, and always remember to retrieve your trap. Did you get them? We're batting 500.
Okay, let's keep playing now. A little bit more, then we're going to swap GPUs.
Oh, and you've got to be very careful about
That doesn't seem to be demanding at all. I mean, 11-year-old game. It's using one core though, but again, to be expected. Do you have a creator code? No, I should request one, I think.
Scooter, we need to go. Let's roll.
Ready to leave. Where do I go? Interact. Okay, let's leave.
Where to, Ray? The Sedgwick Hotel.
Those cutscenes. Holy hell.
Right.
That disgusting green blob is up on the 12th floor again, wreaking havoc. I demand a refund right now.
Sir, if you check the fine print on our invoice...
Yeah, also the animation seems to be locked at 30 frames. They look kinda stuttery. But yeah, let's now swap GPUs. I've seen enough on the 1650 Super, I think. So let's go straight to the next card, the 580. We're going to be doing counterclockwise. So we're swapping GPUs now. You still playing Genshin Impact? No, I stopped playing it. No time. No time for Genshin Impact. I mean, I can play it on my phone, so I might play it there. But yeah, 10 minutes in, I already have to change graphics cards. Nothing really to see on this one. You can do 1440p just fine. So the idea is to swap graphics cards and then play a little bit of the game, just to see how it goes. Probably the last card will be the 1050 Ti, but it will run the game just fine. So I expect at least 1440p, something like that. Anyways, card goes in. There we go. Excellent. The guy in the glasses, he looks just like you. Not really. Nah, I don't look the same. I look very different. But nice try. Almost got me. Almost got me. The original is for 2010. It said 2009. But yeah. Pretty old game. All things considered. Alright. Let's go back into the game now. So we remove the background. Bye bye. And in the text, we're going to put 580. RX 580. At a 4K resolution. Hopefully the 580 can do 4K consistently. We're about to find out. And please, game, do not put the copyrighted music. Please. Please, game. You know, those licensed games love that copyrighted music. And I hate it. Yo, you lost a lot of weight. Oh yeah, I did. I did a lot of exercise. And I started eating healthy or something like that, and it worked. Alright, 4K, high shadows, soft particles, persistent debris, shadow maps on. No, I don't want to lock it to 30 Hz. Yeah, that should be it. Let's go back now. Resume. You activated B-Sync in the game? No, I didn't. B-Sync is disabled. Let me see the enhanced sync. Let's see if it shows up. Maybe I can disable it using the enhanced sync. Give me 1 second, guys. Going to try that. So, graphics, enhanced sync. Let's see if that unlocks the frame rate. No, doesn't.
Sir, if you check the fine print on our
Nope.
Invoices.
So no B-Sync. This game is more spooky than Blair Witch. Yeah, nothing worse than paychecks.
You should have taken
Nothing worse than warranties. He doesn't look like me. Well, a little, maybe.
Good. Dig up what you can.
But yeah, this seems to be just like the 1650 Super. When I'm going into a fight, it's probably going to drop below 60, which is okay, whatever. We can do 1440p. But yeah. Yeah, even here I'm dropping below 50. Yeah, not worth it to do 4K.
Nice. Now we got another plaintiff.
What the?
Oh no, a jump scare!
Painful. Are you okay? That way.
Oh no, I'm so afraid. My Mafia 3 video test is mute because YouTube blocked music from the game radio. Really? Well, that's a lesson for you. Do not enable music in games if you are live streaming or making videos. It's kinda sad because some games have amazing music.
You've got him on the run. Come on, let's go. Peter!
Nah, I've seen this one already. Know how it ends. You two have fun now. I'll cover the elevators and escort.
Oh, you can break some stuff. Interesting. For a 2009 game, it's interesting that you can break some of the terrain. Interesting.
Your meter will flash and buzz when it detects a potential signal. The
Okay.
goggles are linked directly to your active PKE meter. This lets you see otherwise undetectable phenomena while you track it.
Yeah, yeah.
Trails, object auras, all kinds of cool events. Now, when the
What do I have to do then?
You're headed in the right direction. When it's flat, you're following a cold trail. Line the target up with the smallest circle for the best scan. Okay, you got it. Now just way to go.
Okay, that way. This is a spirit guide. Whatever.
Red signifies a hidden ghost. Green indicates an environmental paranormal anomaly. Blue means an active sample.
Let's try to keep moving.
Getting warmer.
Not this way.
You're red hot. Careful. Getting a good scan is sort of like taking a good snapshot. When you've got an entity in range, hold the scan button. This will analyze.
Oh man, this part is kind of boring.
Careful.
There he is. Let's run. Run. Can you benchmark Escape from Tarkov? Really, at the moment, that's not possible. Because I cannot repeat the same thing over and over. That's kind of a big limitation for me on Escape from Tarkov. Because getting into a fight is already a big deal in the game. I cannot really repeat that super often. That makes testing super difficult on that game. But we'll see in the future. I tested it before and it wasn't a good reference, so... We'll see later on. But Escape from Tarkov is a great game. Pedro Angarita, gracias por los 20.000 pesos colombianos. No sé si le estoy errando, disculpa, pero muchísimas gracias por la donación. Él dice: hola Santiago, gracias por tu tiempo, dedicación y por siempre mantenernos informados en todo lo relacionado con el desempeño de hardware. Un cordial saludo desde Colombia. Bueno, muchas gracias Pedro. Se agradece un montón la colaboración ahí en el super chat. Espero que esté todo bien ahí con todo este tema pandémico. Pero muchísimas gracias por la donación, se agradece un montón. Así puedo seguir haciendo esto, que tanto me gusta. Y bueno, me alegro que te haya servido. Y nada, saludos desde Uruguay. Ok, you can run in the game. Y Pedro, te iba a preguntar, ¿probaste alguno de estos juegos o estás mirando nomás? So far this part was fine at 4K, but I'm expecting it to drop really in some parts. At least in the very start of the game it dropped. So my advice for this, probably 1800p, either 1800p or 1440p. 1440p is going to be in most of the in most PCs should be super accessible. As you can see, we're using half the GPU.
That was back in the pre-sliding era. Right now, it's all my paper.
So yeah, we're going to try swapping GPUs eventually. Now this is 1440p. But I mean, with a locked frame rate, there's not a lot that you can do. Being realistic here for a second. So yeah, considering the age of the game, I was expecting 4K 60, no problems, but doesn't seem to be the thing. ¿Hasta cuándo van a estar gratis? Hasta el jueves que viene, pero si los agregas ahora los tenés para siempre, así que agregalos y no te compliques la vida. The games are free till next Thursday, I think. So just make sure to add them on time before that expires. Once you're there, they should be yours forever to download and play as many times as you want. Yeah, this now makes more sense, more effects on screen as you can see. So yeah, this at 4K surely will drop below 60. Oh yeah, not a boring game at all. The part about, what's the name of this? The part of scanning was a little boring. But I'm pretty surprised about the destruction physics. Wasn't expecting that in a GhostBusters video game from 11 years ago. So yeah, super surprised about that. Let's attack again. What do you think about the new 3000 series cards and the new AMD cards? Well, the AMD cards seem to be interesting because they're competing with the highest of the high end of Nvidia. I wasn't expecting AMD to have a 3090 competitor, so that's super interesting, at least in my opinion. So I think that they are good for competition, but I wish we knew more about the AMD cards. We only have official benchmarks. What I'm worried about is the availability, and if we are getting a ray tracing capable card at RX 580 pricing, we haven't gotten anything like that. We only have the 1650 Super and the RX 5500, I think. So I wish we had something like that. Probably later down the line we're going to get one. But I want, I don't know, an RX 6500 XT or a RTX 3050, something like that with DLSS. But at the moment, it looks interesting. A good jump from previous generation to now. So yeah, anyways, what do I have to do now? Blah 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 blah. Yeah, not this. Slimer flew towards the ballrooms, follow Peter to investigate. Gotcha. Oh yeah, in the meantime, I should change graphics cards. 580 can do just fine on this one. We're going to skip the 570 this time around, I think. Because it's going to be basically the same. Yeah, we're doing 750 Ti, then 1050 Ti. The 570, it will be the same as the 580. In this game in particular, it shouldn't be a huge difference. Both should be able to do 1440p. Sorry guys, I'm adjusting the lights so often, but they're going out super easily. The RTX 2000 series got discontinued, right? Supposedly, which makes sense. But I like getting the 2060 because it was cheap. Someone wanted to get a 3060 that doesn't exist yet, so it was cool. I got it for cheaper. So yeah, this goes away. Now let's put the 750 Ti in, the legendary graphics card. Here it goes. Come on 750 Ti, there we go. Set de gráficos usarías con un Ryzen 5 2600 y probablemente una 580, 1650 Super. Algo de... Bueno, podría subir un poco más, capaz que una 1660 Super, por ahí. Yo incluso le pondré una 2060, si la podés pagar, de cabeza. Si apuntas a 60 cuadros, deberías. But yes, I was saying, yeah, the RTX 2000 should have been discontinued already. So, which makes sense. I mean, they are using that to make the new cards. But you should be able to get them used for a good price. My opinion. But in my country, they are getting cheaper, so that's good. Alright, we're back into the PC now. Hell yeah. So let's launch MSI Afterburner, then we launch the GhostBusters game. This is the 750 Ti, we're doing 1080p on this one. Makes sense. So let's lower the size of the overlay. There we go. And we're doing 1080. 1080p on the 750 Ti. And if you guys want, at the end of the live stream, when I do the 1050 Ti, which is after this one, I can maybe recommend some games from the Steam from the Steam Halloween sale. Maybe we can talk about that. That's something I wanted to do, but I didn't have time. You know, weekend. Let's do 1080p on this one. Perfect. Shadows on high, soft particle, persistent debris, shadow maps. No, do not lock the display. Okay, 1080p now. Perfect. I forgot to change something. It seems to be borderless full screen. Yeah, the game seems to be forcing borderless full screen. So I'm going to change the resolution, the desktop resolution, to 1080p. Okay, now it looks better. At least it doesn't feel like super upscaled. And we resume. Yeah, even here in Romania they're getting cheaper. Well, great. Great time to get an RTX 2000 series card, I would say. Okay, on 1080p is already getting a little problematic to get 60s.
Never mind the onion head for now. The ghost with the red cap is fighting hard to hold stasis.
Come on, he's a New York bellhop.
So yeah, maybe 900p. Maybe. Yeah, the force V-Sync doesn't help. So let's change to 900p. Yeah, maybe 30 frames per second on 1080p. Let's see. Okay. 900p seems to be the way to go, which is weird. This is a game from a long time ago, but hey, who am I to judge? So this is 900p. For 1080p I recommend a 30 frames per second cap, because the game feels to be between those numbers. But yeah, for 60 frames, 900p. And the game seems to be forcing window at full screen, so match the native resolution of your display, not your native resolution, match your desktop resolution with the game resolution, and you should be getting good visuals, even if you go for a lower res. But yeah, right now, okay, got him, excellent. Hay jugado este juego, tengo mucha curiosidad, ¿estará bueno? Está interesante el combate hasta ahora, que los tenés que aspirar. Me parece interesante. Me gusta la destrucción. Para ser un juego de 2009 que tenga esta destrucción, me llama muchísimo la atención. I was saying, guys, in Spanish, that I'm pretty surprised that this game has this level of destruction in the environments. It's a game from 2009, after all. But yeah, the performance is not particularly great. It seems to be forcing VSync. Yeah, probably an overclock makes sense for 1080p.
Follow me. The others are floating back upstairs. Venkman, you two pull our friend Slimer into a trap as fast as we can. There's a massive bulge in these spikes.
See if this breaks. Yeah, you can break even this glass over here. That's super interesting. I would have been blown away back in the PS3 era if I had those destruction things.
There, the Alhambra.
Sounds like the Alhambra's off limits.
Yeah, I'm not sure why it isn't fully utilizing the GPU. I mean, the clocks are super low. Probably due to the VSync they're forcing. They're forcing VSync on us. So yeah, I'm pretty confused that is forcing VSync here.
We're gonna take a little shortcut through the kitchen.
Anyways, will you benchmark Little Hope? No, not really, because the previous game when I benchmarked the what's the name of this? The Dark Anthology, I think Dark Pictures Anthology, when I tested that, I had a problem that the cinematics were copyrighted. And by copyrighted I mean I made a video on that game and the cinematics were completely copyrighted, so doesn't make sense to make gameplay. They don't even want you to post something, I guess. So I'm not doing Little Hope. I don't want to be doing videos and then they copywriting them. Doesn't make sense to me, honestly. Where are they? I love those mini jump scares. That's pretty funny. Yeah, now multiplayer, I think. I don't know if there's co-op or anything, but I like a good single player game from time to time. Yeah, that explosion killed the frame rate. Yeah, it has to be this way. Can I wreck this? No? Yeah, but it should be this way.
Heads up.
Yep, this way. Let's go. That's so 2009. That really makes no sense. What doesn't make sense? The copyright on the Dark Pictures game? Yes, well, it happened. Bandai Namco did it. At least in all my Little Hope, on my Dark Picture videos, they were all copyrighted. So I said, screw them. Let's not test the next game. When you scan, if you can hold click, you can make it better. Really? Hold click. Not sure what that means, but I'm using a controller. I'm not using mouse and keyboard. I'm using an Xbox 360 controller.
Alright, check this out. To trap them, you've got to grab them, and use the other half of the proton one to capture them.
Use your capture stream to move the obstacle out of the way, while blasting it with your blast stream blast bumper to engage the capture stream.
That's all there is to it. You just throw the jerky anywhere.
Okay, so basically the the gravity gun from Half-Life. Let's see if I can go this way again. Nope, can't do. Oh yeah, Half-Life's weapons. Yes, the copyright. Yeah, it doesn't make any sense at all, because nobody would cover their games if they copyright the cutscenes. And the game is basically a huge cutscene with small tidbits of gameplay thrown around. Oh, hello there. This model of Stay Puffit doesn't... I don't know what that said. Interesting Easter egg. Alright, so this is the correct way. Why am I always pressing square? Ya probaste la 570. La 570... No, todavía no. Probablemente no la pruebe porque probé la 580, pero veremos. Maybe this way. Again, Cyberpunk 2077 got delayed. Yeah, but that already happened. It got delayed further? For real? If that's the case, I don't mind really, as long as the game is good. The thing is that people are not going to be that patient if they keep pushing it back.
You know, I thought that guy said Rodriguez Parmesan.
There he is.
Kill him to mix in a green salad once in a while. I'm gonna take back, blast him until he's dazed, and then throw your capture stream.
Yeah, 900p seems to be the way to go. 1080p, even with an overclock, doesn't seem to do the job. So yeah. How 2070 Super newer games like Watch Dogs Legion is you don't need to upgrade, but if you want solid 60 or more especially on 1440p you would. Yeah, makes sense. Do you think the 2070 Super is still good for 1440p gaming? Yeah. Even in Watch Dogs Legion, if you do 1440p, ray tracing plus DLSS, that should be good. Depends on your CPU though, but for 1440p should still be enough. I mean, even at 2060 is still enough for 1440p in many games. Even in Watch Dogs Legion, you can target 30 frames just fine. Then on a 2070 Super, it can vary. But for 1440p seems to be still a good card. We'll see once more ray traced games release. But at the moment, should be okay. Or wait for the AMD GPUs. Maybe those are better priced, who knows. But answering your question, yeah, I do think it's worth it for 1440p. Well, yeah, of course the RTX 3070 is better than the 2070 Super for 1440p, but it should be more expensive and harder to get because everyone wants to get a 3070. So you said nothing new. Of course the 3070 is better for 1440p. It's better in every way. But I understand, I think. Let's capture him. Come on. Into the vortex. Gotcha, brother. I gotta say, rip Nvidia if the numbers are true of RDNA 2. Well, yeah, or not. We'll see. It also depends on if how it runs with RTX with ray tracing. It depends on many things, but it will be interesting to see some competition. I want better pricing, and I want budget GPUs at good prices. Yeah, AMD does have dedicated hardware for ray tracing on RDNA 2. That's the point. Those new cards will have dedicated ray tracing support. That's the point. Anyways, had enough of the 750 Ti. It did well on 900p, so I recommend you do that. If you don't do 900p, consider 1080p with what's the name of this? Ugh, my brain. 1080p with some overclock should be okay, but not lock 60s. So my advice, again, 900p max settings. Let's swap GPUs now. Boing. I think it was software acceleration. No, Johnny, it's not. It's dedicated hardware for ray tracing. That's the point of the new AMD cards. Those are the ones in the consoles, I think, RDNA 2. So those have dedicated ray tracing. On PS5 and Xbox Series X and Series S, they will have all hardware ray tracing. So that's the new thing. Ray tracing is getting more mainstream. Let's do now let's do the 750 Ti. The 570 should run like the 580 in this case, and it's pretty late. So yeah, let's do 750 Ti. Then we'll see. Let's plug this in. There you go. Alright, so the 1050 Ti is in. The 570 should be like the 580. I don't have a lot of time to continue streaming. Yeah, it took a little longer than I expected. So 570 again, 1440p, 60 frames, 4K, drops into the 50s. So yeah. True, competition is very good. The consumer is winning here. If Intel makes good GPUs too, we'll be winning big time. True. Agreed 100%. Yeah, as long as they're competing, we'll be okay. If they are not competing, we're going to get the same thing as the RTX 2000 series, super expensive GPUs. But hey, I'm glad AMD is doing something about it. Ahí va, manos me dan. Exacto, manos me dan. Manos me dan, me lo copyrightaron todo. I was talking, guys, about Man of Medan, which was the game from the Dark Pictures I was talking about that was completely copyrighted on my channel, so I deleted all the videos because they were blocking it on some countries and I couldn't monetize it. So I said, hell, I won't do Little Hope, I won't do it. They will copyright it anyways, so... Or not, who knows. But I didn't want to risk it. I mean, why would I risk a couple days of my life if they are going to copyright it anyways? Makes no sense. So yeah, I kind of like 1650 super better than the RX 570. Well, in most games it's faster than the 570, almost all games. But it depends, the difference between them depends on a game-to-game basis. But if it's a 4GB GPU versus a 4GB GPU, in this case, the 1650 Super, of course, uses less power, less heat. You have the CUDA technology for if you are a video editor. The Nvidia encoder, of course, for OBS. You got a lot of things there. We're going to be doing... Yeah, let's start with 1080p. No lock to 30, thank you. Yeah, that should be it. So on the 1050 Ti, we're doing 1080p first. Let me go back to the resolution. Because we are at 4K here, let's just put 1080p. Because the game is on borderless full screen for some reason. Right, let's continue. How many GPUs and CPUs do you own? I own 2 CPUs. And 6 GPUs, I think. But CPUs only 2. Okay, more than enough for 1080p. I might do 1440p here. Yeah, 1440p. Let's do a little 1080p, and at the end we'll do 1440.
Heads up, your initiation is over. Now give us a hand. We've got a
yeah, 1650 Super comes with GDDR6. Yeah, true. True. And the game also seems to be forcing VSync. That's why the GPU clock is not maxed out. So we can probably do 1440p just fine. Whoa, he got me. You can bend the pack at any time with the right bumper. Okay. Let's just hit him. Whoa. Where the heck did he come from? Alright, come on. Back into the machine. No? There we go. Finally, and the light fell off again. Hi bro, hi Tamil Games, how's it going? Good to see ya. Hang on, gotta fix the light again. Oh man, gotta set this up better for next time. This is getting annoying. Santiago, dance, dance. No, I'm not a good dancer. Screw that. Okay, he's invisible. Gotcha. Gotcha, gotcha, gotcha. Hello, Kixo. How's it going? Sorry if I messed that up. Alright, there he is. There's also some aiming compensation going on. Some aim assist. Kinda weird in this game. Doesn't seem to require a lot of accuracy. Where? Got him. I put it on the ground. Yeah. Have you watched the movie of this game? No, not really. I think I watched the first movie when I was a kid and I forgot everything about it. So yeah, I watched it, but I don't have the nostalgia for it. I only know that it exists. I have very few memories of the first movie, watching it as a kid. Very few memories. But I know it exists, once again. Will Far Cry 5 run well on a 1050 Ti in low settings? Yes, of course. Expect 45 to 60 frames. 40 something in heavy environments, then over 50 on more urban areas with less trees. But yeah, should be okay. With Far Cry 5 on low settings, yeah. Should be more than enough. Another ghost flying at 30 frames. What do you think about the lack of AI in AMD GPUs? It all depends. If they do a good alternative to DLSS, it should be fine. It shouldn't matter. So we'll see. But I think DLSS is a great selling point. If AMD can compete with that, we'll be okay. The thing is, I don't think they can. But who knows? What do I have to do now? It would be nice to have those AI features. But they probably are not going to have a good DLSS competitor. Who knows? Maybe I'm wrong. Hopefully I'm wrong. I want good competition, but DLSS seems a little too great at times, if it's well implemented. If it's poorly implemented, it looks terrible.
Looks like he's drifting upstairs.
This cinematics. Jesus Christ. Alright, this way. There he is. Or whatever. Do you like Watch Dogs Legion? So far I'm really liking the thing about selecting your own... the characters that you want to use. You can recruit people, I really like that. But at the same time, the lack of a single character... I forget to... The lack of a lead character is really noticeable. The game doesn't hold up that well on the story part. It's more of a gameplay or nothing kind of game. I like the gameplay, I like the mechanics of selecting characters on the streets. But then the story, the story doesn't really matter, in my opinion. Doesn't seem to be all that interesting. And it feels really flat, the story. And I think that's because of that thing, about the not having a lead protagonist. Only recycled characters. So yeah, if you're going to it expecting a fun gameplay experience, go for it. But if you're looking for a great story, you're better off playing other games. Without a protagonist, pretty difficult to do a great story. My opinion, of course. Yeah, the FPS are locked to 60. I'll see on the internet later if there's a way to unlock it. But at the moment couldn't do it. Even on the AMD cards, so yeah, gotta investigate a little bit. But yeah, the game is interesting. I wasn't expecting this about this game. It's more fun than I anticipated. Have you pre-ordered Cyberpunk? No, I didn't. I usually do not pre-order games until they are either released or I'm sure I won't be contacting the developers. So in this case, I will request a review copy, and if I don't get it, I'll buy the game. But my plan would be buying it on GOG, since I have all the Witcher games there. It's directly from the CD Projekt team, so I want to support them directly. But yeah, I'm probably going to buy it if I don't get a review copy, of course. I mean, everyone wants to see how Cyberpunk runs, so of course I'm going to buy it if I don't get it. Great, Kixo. I'm glad you understand. That's good to know. Good thing I couldn't explain myself. Oh, Ash Balon, I'm right. Well, it's an opinion. I cannot be right or wrong, really. It's more of the way I look at it. If I'm interested in the story, I usually like to have a main character. I mean, without it, what are your... How do you construct a story without a main protagonist if you're never using it? When the protagonist can be anyone, how do you craft a good story? It's pretty hard. And they're probably not focusing into that, and it's okay. You don't need to. But people are probably expecting a good story as well. It doesn't have a single lead protagonist. True. Yeah. Completely right. I thought it was going to have one protagonist and people rotating around, the people that you could recruit. But no, you just have people that you can recruit and good luck. So a main protagonist would have been great, I think. That mixed with the recruiting process would have been better, I think. And I'm kinda lost here. Is it this way? No, I already been through here. I'm going in circles. Going in circles. I'm back. This part of the game looks good. Oh, I'm back. This part of the game looks good. Well, yeah, agreed. It does look good. Yeah, the water effects, considering the age of the game, I think they are pretty good. The thing is, I'm kinda lost. I don't know where to go. Not this way. Maybe that way? Watch Dogs 2 was a sweet game. Hope it's a bit like that. Yeah, I mean, you mean Legion? It's pretty different, because Watch Dogs 2 does have a protagonist. Although I have a few problems with Watch Dogs 2 with the story, because on Watch Dogs 2 you got the DedSec thing, like on Watch Dogs Legion. But those group of people doesn't feel like murderers. I would have loved the Watch Dogs 2 gave you only those non-lethal approaches, only non-lethal, because I don't see the people in Watch Dogs 2 being killers. So it would have been a great open world Splinter Cell game, the Watch Dogs 2 thing, in my opinion. Watch Dogs 2 should have been more like an open world Splinter Cell, in my opinion, but Splinter Cell doesn't sell well, I guess. Well, yeah, I imagine those hacking mechanics of Watch Dogs 2 plus the stealth mechanics of Splinter Cell in an open world. I think that would be fine. A fine game from Ubisoft. But yeah, I'm pretty lost here. I don't know where to go. If anybody knows, let me know. Let me see what it says here. Find the fisherman ghost in the 3rd floor. Okay, gotta find him. Doesn't seem to be in any of these. Maybe here. Nope. Move your ass. Not you. Yeah, it's probably behind a wall or something. Okay, this way. I'm getting to the right direction. Is he here? There he is. Finally, I got the right floor. The right hallway. Sí, sí, jugalo, Juanchi, está bueno, está interesante. Considerando que tiene 11 años, se ve bastante bien. Corre muy bien. Y para agarrar fantasmitas y pelearlos está bueno, la verdad. Para hacer un juego gratis, excelente. Y si miraste las películas te va a encantar. Yeah guys, to sum up this game, it's fun. It's a little different of what I was expecting. I wasn't really expecting anything. If you like the movies, I didn't watch them. As a kid I watched the first one, but I don't remember anything about them. The fans are saying that this is like the sequel that they never got in the movies. So if you like the movies, you probably already played this game, but if you like the movies, play it.
Let's track it down.
I do not remember anything about the movies and I'm enjoying it, so I recommend you check it out. It's a fun, free game. If you have some time, just play it. You fight some ghosts with this weird weapon. And it has a lot of tiny sense of humor things. Probably because it's the GhostBusters. But yeah, I think for a free game it's a great pick. I wasn't expecting anything from it. Yeah, this is the way. And it runs pretty well. You don't need much to run it at all.
First one I've ever seen.
And considering it's an 11-year-old game, it looks pretty decent.
Entity which attracts familiar objects to itself so it can materially manifest a
What the heck? What the heck is going on? Is Watch Dogs 2 worth playing? Because my internet is not that fast and it would take hours to download it. In that case, I just recommend you check out the gameplays and reviews of Watch Dogs 2. It's a fun game, but it depends on what you like. I liked it more than Watch Dogs 1, Watch Dogs 2. I enjoyed it more. But at the same time, I got bored halfway through it, because it's yet another open world Ubisoft game. So yeah, if you liked Watch Dogs 1, you're probably going to like Watch Dogs 2 a lot more. But my advice is that if you like the gameplay, just stick to that. The gameplay, in my opinion, is good. And it should be super cheap to get. Yeah, this is a remaster. This is a remastered version of the GhostBusters game. Yeah, exactly. This is the remastered version that feels more like a resolution uplift. Doesn't feel like a lot of a huge improvement over the original one. Already the resolution is a huge improvement, but yeah, pretty interesting. And those cinematics are not remastered at all, as you can see. They are not. ¿Tenés canal de Twitch o solo YouTube? Solo YouTube. Twitch no sirve para lo que hago, honestamente. Anyways, so guys, I think I had enough for today. I already played... What's the name of this? I already played Blair Witch. And I already played this game. If you want to get either Blair Witch or this game, they are on the Epic Store free right now. Let me show you that. Epic. And there's a Halloween sale going on. So if you want to get cheap games, they are on the Epic Store. So you got Blair Witch, the GhostBusters game. I have gameplays on both of them. I tested both of the games. So yeah, I'm the graphics guy. Hi, how are you doing? Martian Defender, good to see ya. Yeah, and I already played Blair Witch and Ghostbusters. Both are fun games. This one has an interesting story. This one I don't really know much about Ghostbusters. I probably had to watch the movies and then play this game. But they're both interesting games. Blair Witch, it's a little weird, more of a walking simulator kind of thing. This is more action oriented with some scanning going on. But yeah, I think they're worth downloading, to say it frankly. Why didn't you do Rocket League benchmarks? Good question. I think I already tested Rocket League, but not in the graphics cards I have today. I might do it later on. Thanks for reminding me. It's probably because I'm not good at Rocket League. That's because I forgot about it. I never play it. Oh, and there's also this game, Ghost Runner. I'm going to stream this game next week. I got a review copy. I wasn't expecting to. So I'm going to test it next week. I hope you guys are there to watch it. Feels like a very fun game. I played the demo. I was pretty satisfied. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching this live stream and the previous one on Blair Witch. I hope you had a lot of fun checking out these games like I did playing them. And I'll see you next time. Bye guys. Thank you. I'm not going to talk about the Steam sales because they are in a different currency. But if you want to see a few recommendations, I'll give them. I forgot that there was a Steam sale going on. Let's see, Vampire, great game. In my opinion, Vampire, worth playing. I don't know how much is in the USA. This is... Oh, I have enhanced Steam. Hang on, I can see the pricing in other countries. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Enhance Steam. Let's see. Okay, so $12 for Vampire. Go for it. Vampire. It has... It's not the same combat as Dark Souls, but it has that vibe that you can do that combat. I mean, it's like you lock onto an enemy in third person and you can do some special attacks using your blood powers, your vampire powers. I call it Vampire, but I don't know how it's pronounced. And it has an interesting story and interesting decisions that you can do. Sometimes if you want to kill an NPC or something, it will affect how other NPCs see you, how dark the story is. I think it's super interesting considering the combat and the abilities and all the stuff that you can do. And it graphically looks pretty good. I think it's worth picking up for $12. Let me hide the text. So yeah, my advice here is to get this one. This is great for $12. A lot of time to play. You get Dark Souls-ish combat. Then Dying Light. This game is still getting updates. I always recommend this game. This is it's like a spiritual sequel of Dead Island, but it has a good parkour. So you have the first-person parkour similar to Mirror's Edge, but better, in my opinion, better than the first one. And you got a lot of melee combat. There's not a lot of guns. It's more like hand-to-hand kind of thing. For $13.59, I think it's good. This is only the base game, but you can get the enhanced edition for $5 more. So I'll probably get the enhanced edition. Why? Because it has the expansions, I think. Let me see. Yeah, it has the season pass, so get the enhanced edition. You get another campaign that is completely different. I recommend the enhanced edition. You can buy it also with that Left 4 Dead 2 for some reason. You can bundle this together. Oh, okay. Interesting. So if you do not have Left 4 Dead 2 yet, you can get it with Dying Light Enhanced Edition for the same price, it feels. So yeah, get this one if you don't have Left 4 Dead 2. Left 4 Dead 2, another pickup that you have to do. If you don't have this game already, get it. Only $2, come on. And it got an update recently that had a new campaign made by the community with upgrades to the gameplay, to the visuals. No huge upgrades, but they are welcome. It was a free update. I do not recommend getting Left 4 Dead 1 and Left 4 Dead 2 together. Left 4 Dead 2 already has the Left 4 Dead 1 campaign. It has some different things, Left 4 Dead 1, like you can see the feet on your characters. But I think just getting Left 4 Dead 2 is worth it. I mean, you already have all the campaigns here, So yeah, Left 4 Dead 2, Dying Light Enhanced Edition, Vampire, Remnant from the Ashes is also a great game, but it was given away for free already. Resident Evil 2 Remake, it's also a great game. One of my second favorite Resident Evil is Resident Evil 2. Dusk, if you like, what's the name of this? These retro shooter games, this is one of the best. I played Dusk a lot last year, I think it was. Yeah, on 2018, I think it was. I had a lot of fun playing it. If you like fast-paced shooters are more retro oriented, this is a good one. I really enjoyed it. Super fast-paced, runs amazing. But yeah, Ash Balan, Dying Light 2 hype. Well, yeah, hype, of course. I'm really expecting that game soon. You are from, and you are Tamilan. Sorry if I messed that up. Yes, I'll keep it up. Thank you, man. Thank you for the heads up. What else? Let's see. What else is being sold? Well, Alien Isolation. If you like those horror games with the alien theme, it's a great game. Looks great, runs amazing. You can do 4K even on a 1050 Ti. But it's not a combat focused game. You mostly have to flee the alien. You get more powerful later down the line, but you mostly have to run away from this guy, which is super terrifying. Even with headphones, you get good audio. What else? Call of Cthulhu, I do not recommend it. Killing Floor 2 was given away for free, but if you want to pick it up, a lot of fun. The Forest, I forgot about The Forest. This is a great game. If you like survival games, this is one of the best, in my opinion. That you wake up in an island after a plane crash and you have to survive. Classic survival things. This one was one of the first survival early access games. This got out of early access, so it's a complete game, still getting updates, I think. So yeah, this is, if you like survival games, this is one of the best, in my opinion. What else? Metro Exodus, yeah, Metro Exodus. But I don't know if that one is here. Let me check. Is it? Is it here? Is it here? Where is it? Well, also the Resident Evil games, you got all of them. Left 4 Dead 2 is one of my favorites here. Death Stranding is also on discount if you didn't play it yet. Also Control is on a discount. Yeah, Control is great, but I don't like the Epic Games Store exclusivity they had. But yeah, it's a great game, one of my favorites last year. This includes all the DLC. Yeah, never found the sun. True, true. Yeah, agreed. Same. In the forest, I never found the sun. True. Also, Devil May Cry 5. It's a fantastic game, but the discount is very tiny. But I think it's completely worth playing. A lot of hours of gameplay. Then, well, Metro Last Light, I think it was given away for free. Or was it 2033? I don't remember. But also you had Metro Exodus, which is the latest one in the series, with all the DLC. This is $16. Yeah, $16 for Metro Exodus, I think is worth it. Although if you pay $6 more, you get all the DLC. I never played the DLC, so I cannot really comment on it. But I think the base game itself is great for 16. Call of Cthulhu is a good game. I don't really enjoy it much, the new one. But if you like the story, I think it's worth playing. For the story itself. Then the gameplay was kind of boring, honestly. What else? And then in the Capcom Halloween sale, I'll recommend you go for Resident Evil 2 or Devil May Cry 5. Do not go for Resident Evil 3. Too expensive. I mean, you're paying like... Let me show you the pricing better. So Resident Evil 2 Remake is at $16 and Resident Evil 3 Remake is at $30. So for half the money, you're getting like double the length in campaign. So if you didn't play Resident Evil 2 or 3 Remake, play Resident Evil 2 Remake for $16, completely worth it. This one needs to get cheaper. Come on, Capcom. That's 70% off. We're waiting for it. And then from the older Resident Evil games, probably I'm going to recommend Resident Evil 4 with all the modded updates. And then Revelations 2 was also a lot of fun. I don't know why they are still selling this with episodes instead of selling like an entire game. Episode 1 is very few, it's like less than $1, but then the rest is super expensive. And then what else? Ah, gracias Mr. Santi24, se agradece. Mucha práctica. Doom Eternal, yeah, true. Doom Eternal. Let's see how much is Doom. Doom Eternal and Doom 2016. So Doom Eternal. Oh, it sucks that Augmented Steam crashed, so I cannot see the price in US dollars. But Doom 2016 is not discounted. What the heck? What the heck, Microsoft? The only discount is Doom Eternal, 50% off, so probably $30. Yeah, go for it. There's also a new DLC, if you care about it. But yeah, that is my word on the Steam sale, basically. So thank you guys so much for watching this. Also, Sekiro is on sale. Yeah, 35% off. I'll pick it up right away for $38. Yeah, $38 I think it is. Yeah, go for it. Less than $40. Sekiro, if you like Souls-likes, go for it. I think it's completely worth it. You got an update recently. So yeah. Yeah, Resident Evil 3 is a lot shorter than 2, so do not go for Resident Evil 3 at the current price. Resident Evil 2 is cheaper and better and longer, so go for it. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching this live stream. I hope you have a fantastic Halloween, and I'll see you next time. Bye guys. See ya. Thank you for watching.